There is a proverb that asserts that existence is a journey, and with good reason. From the most prominent individuals to the less robust, everyone faces positive and negative moments. Each situation represents a choice, and every step in the journey is like a small test. Each decision guides you in a specific direction. Hence the importance of developing the ability to observe human life, examine others' experiences, and the decisions that have led them to the current stage of their lives. Extract learning from both the notable and the less experienced. There is a narrative about a scholar. On any given day, the wise person was sitting under the shade of a tree when some people approached and sat beside him. They posed a simple question to the sage: "How did you acquire such wisdom?" The sage turned to them, observed them for a moment, and replied, "Because I learned from fools. I observe their decision-making process and avoid making the same actions that led them into trouble." This same principle is applicable to your own life. Let each moment be filled with observations. It is the most effective approach to significantly shorten your learning curve by 10, 20, or even 30 years, positioning yourself ahead of the majority, the 99%. Remember that life is full of lessons. As a human being, it is your commitment to remain a learner throughout life. The very moment you believe you have achieved mastery and absorbed enough knowledge is the moment your evolution stagnates. So, what are some of the principles and concepts that men should keep in mind? Lesson 1. The choice of happiness is in the hands of each individual. The ability to be happy is a personal decision that only you can make for yourself. A significant part of your joy comes from within, and it is crucial to have control over your emotions. Just as the pursuit of physical pleasures should not dominate your thoughts, true happiness is not solely tied to satisfying primal desires, including those of a sexual nature. Avoid relying on others to build your happiness, as this is a common trap in relationships. The responsibility for your happiness is yours, applying not only to relationships, but to all aspects of life. For instance, on a rainy day, one person may find joy in the rain, while another complains about the weather. It all boils down to your mindset. Remember that happiness is a daily choice that you need to make. One way to cultivate this mindset is by disconnecting from social media, as despite promising to bring people closer, they often cause more harm than good, fostering envy and dissatisfaction among users. Lesson 2. All things are ephemeral. Both good and bad moments are temporary. When life is on an upswing, fully enjoy it and feel gratitude. When challenges arise, stay calm and face them head-on. Remember that even the happiest days eventually come to an end. So, if emotions threaten to overwhelm you, stand firm and maintain mental clarity. Lesson 3. Life doesn't follow a pattern of fairness. Let's be realistic. Existence presents us with different sets of circumstances. Some start with advantages, while others begin from scratch. One can lament and feel resentment about their own conditions, but ultimately the responsibility to carve out the best possible life is individual. Often, the life of your dreams is on the other side of the challenges you avoid. It's as the proverb goes, if you seek happiness, start with discomfort. Don't wait around, take action, stop lamenting and start moving. These are the foundations of becoming a resilient and inventive person. Lesson 4. Taking risks in the journey of life. The biggest risk often is avoiding any kind of risk. If you look around, you'll notice that many successful people made risky decisions to reach the level where they are. Typically, anything worthwhile involves some level of risk. For example, if you are interested in someone you find attractive, to win them over, you need to approach and start a conversation. This may seem intimidating, especially for many men who feel paralyzed in such situations. However, whether in the romantic realm or when leaving a regular job for a more promising career, most significant achievements involve an element of risk. The choice, my friends, is in your hands. Embrace the risks and live truly. Lesson 5. The power of being in the present moment. It is a common practice for many of us to get stuck in the past or focused on the future. However, lingering in these spheres can be detrimental. While it is entirely acceptable to plan for the future, it should not overshadow your present. Contemplating the future is crucial for guidance, but don't get fixated there. Let your thoughts about the future gently guide you as you work diligently in the present to achieve the desired lifestyle. The same principle applies to nostalgia for the past. Reminiscing about the good times won't bring them back. Living in the current moment is what truly matters. Remember, having a purpose is the key to living each day to the fullest. Without it, there's a risk of becoming a directionless wanderer, trapped between the past and the future. Lesson 6. The trap of overanalysis. As we mature, there is a tendency to overanalyze everything. Minimal actions from others can send us into a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. Perhaps someone didn't bid you farewell at work, and suddenly you're convinced they despise you. These thoughts can eat away at you, even if the other person had no ill intentions. Stop feeding these thoughts, and more crucially, avoid creating imaginary scenarios in your mind. The antidote to overanalysis is action. So, when you feel yourself sinking into that abyss of thoughts, free yourself through action. Lesson 7. Pursue your passions and make conscious choices in your career. Your occupation is a crucial part of your existence. Consider someone who has a passion for programming. They wouldn't suddenly switch to civil engineering, even if pressured. Such a change would likely result in inefficiency. Your time is valuable, so dedicate yourself to enhancing skills that will propel your professional journey. Many people spend half of their lives pursuing careers or developing skills influenced by others, such as their parents or friends, rather than following their own interests. If you are not content with the field you've chosen, you won't find satisfaction in your career, and this discontent will spill into other areas of your life. This is what we mean by investing in yourself. This approach should also be applied to your personal life. Engage only in activities that align with your purpose and mission. Lesson 8. Your mind is simultaneously your greatest ally and your greatest adversary. The most crucial life lesson revolves around the mindset you adopt. You are the architect of the outcomes in your life. It is not valid to attribute your failures or shortcomings to others. In virtually every situation, it is your thoughts that determine whether you will succeed or face failures. Train your mind to be your biggest advocate. It stays with you throughout life. Your self-image should evoke approval, as if your mind sees you as a role model. This is a common characteristic among all successful individuals. Remember, life is a precious gift to be cherished daily. Keep learning as a lifelong student and apply these valuable lessons early on. You will hardly regret it. By recognizing the power of your thoughts, you can harness your mind's potential to steer your life in the desired direction. Embrace challenges as opportunities to shape your mindset into a driving force. Be vigilant against negative self-criticism and doubt, as they can hinder your progress. Cultivate an internal dialogue that is positive and growth-oriented, serving as a constant guide toward your aspirations. Remember, your mind can be both a loyal companion and a formidable opponent, but ultimately, it's your perspective that determines the role it plays. Continuously cultivate self-awareness to understand the intricacies of your mind, a journey that never truly ends. Just like a gardener tends to their plants, care for your thoughts attentively, eliminating negativity and doubt and replacing them with the seeds of belief and resilience. The landscape of your mind is malleable, shaped by the thoughts you choose to water and nurture. Please, if you liked this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. See you in the next video.